Nice, gentle energy today. I think for myself, I know I need that right now. Just feels good. Hi, Sue. It feels good to stay in a beautiful container of love and light, and to know that we're here and we're together and we can be gentle with ourselves and gentle with each other. So I just want to start by saying I had the most amazing week because I was able to take part. I'm getting my certified labyrinth facilitator certification, I guess, although I've done labyrinths for since 2007 probably, but I wanted to connect with a larger global community and actually get my professional certification. So I had the whole week of, on Zoom, of course, of being with people from all over the place, all over the world, 15 people, and all women, which I thought was really interesting. The instructor was a male, and his cohort was a female, but everybody else was, that took the class was a woman. But it was just a wonderful experience. It always is, to be with like-minded people, right? All of us that know that we have our own little spiritual groups we have here, to be with like-minded people. And for me, to be with people that love the labyrinth is just kind of rejuvenated my passion for it even more. And there was a lady on there, and I have to share it because it was so profound. She was from Russia, and the whole time she had her little cat on her shoulder. The whole time that cat stayed there. And at the end, we had to announce what our next step was going to be, and so everybody was announcing, and then they would ring bells and cheer us on and stuff. And she said she'd been doing finger labyrinths for forever because she couldn't do them outside. And she said she was going to find a place in her town where she could build a chalk labyrinth on the ground. And she said, it's a little dangerous for me to do this, but she said, I'm committed to do it because I know how important it is. And so let's all keep her name is Zoya, in our hearts and know that she's safe and guarded and guided and protected and bringing the labyrinth to even more people, for it's such a beautiful healing modality. So talk about God's compost, which is the title of our talk today, which is taking what's buried and turning into something new, right? Not everything is meant to be saved. Some things are meant to be sacredly composted, so their wisdom can nourish what comes next without forcing their form to live on. I'm going to read that again, and I'd like each of us to just take that into our life because it's individual for each of us. Not everything is meant to be saved. Some things are meant to be sacredly composted so their wisdom can nourish what comes next without forcing their form to live on. I really love this. And I was thinking when I was sitting in my office, I was thinking of my book that I wrote because it's a very sacred book, and it is basically a compost, a beautiful composted over like the 40 years of my, 70 years of my life when I started writing it. Did I say 40? That's 70 is the new 40, that's all I'm going to say, for all the 70s club out there. Anyway, it composted for a while, all that stuff composted for a while, obviously, and then, wow, okay, it turned into this beautiful book where I was able to take what I had experienced, the not so good stuff, and take it and turn it into let it settle and let it grow and let it do what it needs to do in the quiet, in the dark, maybe before we're even ready to look at it. Let it do that, because when it's ready to come out forward, it will come forward and it'll be there for us. And if I had tried to kind of decipher those things and hold on to them and stuff before I was ready, I wouldn't. Sometimes we have to just let go. And to me, that's what this is all about, is this idea of not getting caught up in what's happening especially when it's not going our way, or what we think is our way, and not allowing it to just pass through us and let it be. And just to be okay with that. To be okay with not needing clarity right now and not needing what to do next. And rushing off to do something. It's like even with my labyrinth, it's like I'm letting it settle. Because I have like plans for it, but I want to make sure that I just don't go out and go, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I have that tendency as a person, I don't know if anybody else identifies with that, but the tendency to just rush forward. And I think it's important to let it be nurtured. We have something called the creative medium in our teaching. And it's the soil. It's like the soil. It's the soil where we plant the seeds of our unfoldment, whatever that is for each and every one of us. And we plant them in the soil, the creative medium, which is just the energy of the universe that's bringing forth to us whatever it is that is ours to be, to do, to have. But we have to be patient, right? When we plant something in the ground and we've nurtured it with compost or whatever, we still have to be patient with it coming up. We have to not rush it and go out and pull up the whatevers, the roots before it's ready to be pulled up, right? It's like when a baby's born, you gotta wait. I mean, it's actually this time, because my daughter was born on September 3rd, but she was like 16 days late. And I didn't know any better in those days, because I was like, oh God, she's got to get here. I'm so uncomfortable. My friend took me over railroad tracks to see if she could bump the baby out of me. But forgive me, I was only 22 years old. Okay, so. But it's the same thing. When the baby comes, when the baby is ready, and yes, there's times when medicals has to come in and help that process, and that's great too. But we can't rush the actual process of the growth of that baby, and neither can we rush the process of the growth of our dream or our desire or whatever it is we want to express. So I really got that this week. So it's not about throwing things out. Like with repurposing, it's different. Repurposing is like taking something and turning it into something else. Whereas composting is more just letting it go and letting it turn into something else on its own, whatever that is. I want to make sure I said that right, because I almost confused myself. When something has served its purpose, we release it to spirit and it becomes fertile soil for something new. Right. So it's like, for me, it's like old ideas, ideas about relationship or money or whatever. I have to take those ideas that aren't serving me, and I have to take them and just compost them. Let them go, and know they're going to turn into something really great after, because I've taken the time to let them go and allow them to evolve. So I hope this makes sense, because it makes sense to me, and it's so important to me right now in my life that I do that I don't just throw the baby out with the bathwater. Sometimes we want to do that. We just want to take something and go, well, it's not working, let's just throw it out. No, there's always something for us. I have a mantra that says, my life is unfolding perfectly, no matter what. So that means no matter what. No matter what it looks like, there's something, there's a guiding force, there's something to be known. It's like, my mentor used to have this statement, I know nothing, now what can I know? I mean, can you imagine if we went into situations and went, I know nothing, now what can I know? And really listened, not just rushed off, talking about something or whatever, just settled into that. So what I took from this whole idea of repurposing this month is that what I come away with is that I'm not repurposing. I'm composting. I'm not saving something in any area of my life. I'm composting it and allowing it to evolve, and know that all that I've put into something, all that I've nurtured, just like my book there, it's turned into something by me just listening and taking the time to listen and taking the time to let it be in the ground for a while and let it just emerge when it was ready to emerge. And don't take that for procrastination, because it's a totally different thing. I'm not giving us an excuse to procrastinate, because like the quote I read during the Science of Mind moment was, if we want to do something, we have to take the time to meditate, take the time to treat, to pray, whatever is ours to do. So, yeah. So I know that as you compost all your dreams and desires and whatever is in your life right now, that it turns into a beautiful, beautiful flower in just its right time. Namaste.